So, I just want to make a short video here going through my thought process, right? This is the build that I'm using the most and the one that I'm using in ECL. And the thought here is that I can manually cover 5 hole, but if I get beat low glove or stick low, then there's not much I can do because, I can't really affect that. So I need the animation to be good, right? So that's the idea here. And I don't need 5 hole to be up because I'm not using other perks. Same here, glove high 92, stick high 91. I don't know that they actually get better, but it doesn't hurt, right? And a buddy of mine in the goalie Discord, you can join the goalie academy that I run in the description below. Um, we've come to the conclusion that speed needs to be a little bit higher than agility, but not by much. So we've settled for 92 speed and 91 agility, so that because the problem is when you have too much speed, you end up moving too much or moving too fast, so you don't have the control. So you want to have controlled quick movement, and I think 92 speed and 91 agility is the balance, at least for me, and it works for my friend as well. It might not work for you, but it's definitely worth a try. Um, and then I've had the most amount of success by stacking rebound control and vision as much as possible here. And then I bump up recover to 89, or well, I remove points from recover, get it to 89, and then I have rebound control 94, vision 96, and these attributes don't change. I don't change these at all. I don't change the boosts at all. What I change is up here, right? So 215 pounds is to get rebound controls at 94. It also works well because here you have -2 on speed and -2 agility because of the weight. So here's my thought process, right? Post to post is really needed for those, cross crease passes and also for the 1Ts, right? Yeah, you want it to work in tandem with no timer. In my opinion, silver no timer is a must right now. The 1Ts have been all this year. 1Ts have been the meta, right? People always go for the 1Ts, so you need at least no timer in silver, right? And then the third one is up to you. Like, it doesn't really matter too much, but I would recommend Showstopper for if you. So it's a little bit situational, right? The third one is a little bit situational. So for me, I'm using Showstopper because we're facing a lot of good teams in ECL. So I need to know that if they get enough shots on me that I get completely drained, that I will be able to make that one more save, Um, so basically what it says here, right, is advanced saving ability when fatigued. So basically when you're completely fatigued, when you don't have any stamina left, you still have better saving ability than otherwise, right? The other, if you are confident that that your team doesn't get stuck in their own zone, then you can go with either light work. I would refrain from using extra padding. There's really no point. Nobody rips slap shots really. So light work, tip jar. You could go for butterfly effect if you want to, but you would need to up the 5 hole and lower the glove high and stick high. Oh, glove low and stick low. Sorry. I can show you what that would look like. So basically, with these attributes not changed, you would have light work, you would have tip jar, and you would have sponge, and you would have showstopper as your alternatives. You could throw in contortionist there as well, and dialed in. However, dialed in requires you 15 saves, so it's very I don't reach 15 saves normally. I really don't. So it's really not that useful. But yeah, so for me, it's either Showstopper or Tip Jar. Those two are the ones that I flip between. Now, if you want to get X-Ray or you want to get, you need the extra, um, the extra 5-hole. What you want to do is you want to do -1 and then up the 5-hole here. You can do something like this, but I just prefer to go all the way so that there's only 10 points left over instead of, I think it's 30 or 20 or something. Yeah, so there's 20 and now there's 10 left. So that's just a preference I have. But you can do either. You can do something like this. Doesn't matter. This enables you to get butterfly effect. You can get X-ray, or even more vision. You can get, yeah, that's about the options you can get with that. So you have options. You can. I have multiple versions of this. So what I'm gonna do now is go back to what I'm using on this one. And I'm gonna put Showstopper on. Whoops. Went back a little bit too far. Okay, so what I have, so you see here, I have the ECL hard. So this is against difficult opponents, and then this is for NA is what I put it as, but I can use that for European play as well. And then I have this version. This version is the same exact attributes, but I'm using butterfly effect in gold, and that's because when I'm playing against a slightly less skilled offensive team, my defense is very good at blocking shots from the outside. So that means that I have to deal with all the secondary chances that comes off of those blocks, and that is what butterfly effect is very good at. Because if you read what it does, it gives you, actually we can read over here, it gives you exceptional recovery and ability to make saves while moving with and against momentum, right? So it's very, very good. It boosts your ability to save down low, and also I think it helps a little bit with rebound control, even though it doesn't say that. And I do think it helps, like, just, sucking the puck in instead of having it bounce around and trickling in between your legs and stuff like that. So this is a version that I haven't used much yet, but I will. I will be testing it a lot more. And the reason why I don't put, let's say I don't really put Tip Jar, because Tip Jar, you don't see a difference because it's being negated by a butterfly effect. Same thing with Lightwork. Lightwork doesn't seem to do anything. What the other one I would put is Sponge. You could put Sponge. You could put maybe Post to Post. I don't see much difference in Post to Post, honestly. It's the same thing. It negates. So I just like Showstopper as the combo here. So that is that. And then I do have a butterfly build that I put together. But I'm not sure about it. I don't know that I like it all that much. It's a little bit too slow for my taste. But I built it the same way that I did the hybrid, and it doesn't quite work. Doesn't quite work as well. So it's a little bit odd. But to stand up, on the other hand, I do like this one a lot. So basically, I'm just gonna change a few things here. Yeah, let's do 95. So this is how I would build a stand-up 6'3" to be able to get speed and agility up to 92 and 91. And then I would build it like this. So I would have gold X-ray and 95 vision. That combination seems to be very good. And then what I want is no timer. And then I would go either tip jar or sponge. What you can also do is up 5-hole and go butterfly effect. Now, the problem here is you would need to go like this, which is not great. You're already pretty vulnerable on the low shots, the low glove and stick and low stick side shots here. So I would not recommend that. It's better to boost your glove low and stick low and go with some of the other choices. Now I would recommend sponge personally, because sponge with rebound control means you cover those pucks quicker, because your recovery is not very good. So you might as well make use of your rebound control. So yeah, this is how I would build the stand-up. You can also, like I said, you can also put tip jar on here. Heck, you can even put light work if you want to, but you already have 94 in both glove high and stick high. So it's, I don't know, it feels like tip jar would be the best choice, honestly. Yeah, let's go with tip jar. Tip jar, no timer, and gold X-ray. That's how I would build it. And I've had a little bit of success with it. I haven't played it too much. So try it out and see what you think. If you like stand-up builds. Otherwise, I would recommend this one. This one is definitely my go-to build. 6'5", 215 pounds. Gold post to post. This is the perfect combo that I've found for me. It may or may not work for you, but it should be worth checking out if you are in the hunt for new ideas in terms of builds. So I'll leave it with that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.